Hey guys, it's Universe here. I'm back in another video, and today guys, I'm back for once again another review video. And yes guys, it's the one you've been waiting for. I'm today going to be doing my review on none other than Jurassic World Rebirth, which guys, if you know, I watched it like last week, a few days ago with Jack Rex on Wadfix. And I'm just going to say guys, this movie, let's just say for now, there are some things that we really need to discuss about this movie, like big time. And I don't mean like as in like a good way. I'm talking unfortunately in a bad way. So yeah, this movie, I was really like hoping for, I'm not gonna say too much right now, but I was hoping for some stuff, but it really was a letdown. So yeah, for this review guys, it may be a mixture of like both like a review and a rant, because I'm gonna probably come off a bit negative with this film, so you have been warned guys. Now, before I start, guys, I'm sure you guys are aware that I recently did a post a few days ago talk about something that happened where I had to recently go to the hospital on Sunday because I unfortunately got bit by two of my dogs and I got seriously hurt. And I said I would be taking a break. But as of now, guys, I'm doing a bit better. I'm still healing up. Like, I still have, like, the wounds from the dogs biting me, but I'm doing a lot better now. So I think for now, I have the strength to at least just do this review, but I'm going to take it slow with doing videos for now, guys, but yeah, but don't worry, guys, I'm doing better than before, so don't worry, so, but yeah, so, that's out of the way, but now, guys, on to my review of Jurassic World Rebirth. And again, guys, fair warning for in case there's anyone that still has not watched this movie, fair warning, there are going to be spoilers for this review, so you have been warned. So if you don't want to be spoiled, click off the video and go watch the movie for yourself and come back once you've watched it. But if you have seen the movie, then feel free to stick around. So let's get started. Now for my review on Jurassic World Rebirth. So as I said, guys, this movie honestly had a lot of things that really disappointed me about this movie, and I really was hoping for more of it, but it really was a huge letdown. So I guess I'm just gonna start off with the main thing that I bet a lot of you guys are probably asking me, like, what do you think of the D-Rex? I know I should probably save this for like the last thing, but let's just cut to the chase, okay? Honestly, guys, the D-Rex was a huge wasted potential, honestly. Like, to be honest, guys, when they were teasing this thing and with this movie coming out, I honestly had high hopes. I had faith that this thing was actually going to literally give the Indominus Rex a run for its money. But no, it really did not, as I hoped. It really... Honestly, guys, in my opinion, you guys may think otherwise from what my friends have been telling me. The Indominus Rex still takes the cake. It still takes the crown as like the most scariest fictional dinosaur in the Jurassic franchise, honestly. Don't get me wrong, the D-Rex's design is very good. I love the design, honestly. It's just they could have done more with him. Like, the thing is, he only had like 2 or 3 minutes of screen time in the movie. Like, he first appeared at the very beginning in a flashback from 17 years ago when InGen was doing experiments on it. I do find it kind of like ridiculous of how like the whole like situation happened when things gone off railed, when a guy was eating a Snickers bar and then the wrapper like fell, like it got sucked into like this vent or air conditioner or whatever, and it caused a system malfunction in the chamber, and then someone got locked in, and then the D-Rex right there and grabbed him. Like, that was I guess a good introduction, but also kind of a dumb way for this all to happen. But then they don't show the D-Rex till like the very end of the movie, which is the climax. And don't get me started on the climax, by the way, which I'm gonna get to in a second. Like, the thing is, like, they could have actually done, like, the D-Rex a bit more like the Spinosaurus. Like, they showed them at the, like, around, like, the beginning half of the film, and then maybe, like, in the center half, they could have showed the D-Rex again. Or, hell, they could have actually, like, maybe showed more. Like, they barely even told us anything about the D-Rex's origin in this movie. Like, we barely got to know anything about it, which was really disappointing, honestly. And, again, the climax was just so... like, it was nothing really. Like, it literally was like almost like a weaker version of Jurassic Park 3's climax with the Spinosaurus. So basically, and that's another thing I like about this movie. There was 0 dino fights in this movie. Not a single dinosaur fight was even in this movie, which was so disappointing in this. And I have been told this, like, repeatedly, even through my streams, that originally the climax for Jurassic World Rebirth was going to be the T-Rex and the D-Rex actually fighting, and the T-Rex actually wins. And then guess what? They scrapped that from the original film. Like, Universal, why would you do this the second time? You make this mistake the second time after Dominion. And what I mean by that, guys, is because originally, as you know, in Dominion, the original climax was going to be Rexy and the Spino taking on the Giga, but then they scrapped that to have Buck and Doe team up with Rex to fight the Giga, which even if they went with that actually would have still been peak cinema, but then they scrapped that as well and moved to Therizinosaurus, which turned out to just be a bullying segment for the Giga. And now they do this, they make the same mistake again in scrapping a fight scene between the T-Rex and the D-Rex, which literally actually could have been a great fight, since it's actually a fair or simple 1v1 fight with no team-ups, with no raptors, no Spinos or anything, and no herbivores. Like a simple and fair one-on-one fight that actually could have rivaled 2015's final battle, and actually could have maybe been like a good final battle after Fallen Kingdom with Blue versus the Indoraptor. But nope, they had to scrap that. A lot of people are saying that they are satisfied with the ending because in case anyone is wondering, like, if they haven't seen it, I guess, if they probably want to stick around, how the D-Rex dies, it doesn't. Just like the Spinosaurus, the D-Rex doesn't die. So what happens is, Duncan, who's one of the human characters, now I actually don't remember all the human characters, the only one I do remember is Duncan, he grabs a flare and lures the D-Rex away from the other humans so they can get off the island, and he makes a sacrifice of doing so. They think at first he died, but then they actually see that he shot a flare up, and it realized to show that he actually survived. And after when the D-Rex supposedly killed him, it tries to go after the humans, but they escape, and the D-Rex just gives up like that. So that's basically how the climax was, basically, which was pretty bland, or just very blank, honestly. It was honestly, again, it was a lot weaker than the climax from Jurassic Park 3 with the Spinosaurus. But hey, at least the Spinosaurus is no longer lonely in being the only dino villain that survived its film, honestly. I guess that's a plus, I guess. And although were some good scenes with the D-Rex. The D-Rex, though, did have some very, like, scary scenes. Like, the part when this helicopter was gonna... when the humans were trying to flag the helicopter down, when they thought they saw, like, its lights through, like, this pit of smoke, the D-Rex emerged from the smoke with the helicopter in its mouth, and I was like, oh, that's freaking terrifying. Like, it made him think that the helicopter was gonna come and save him. Like, that actually was pretty terrifying. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the D-Rex overall. It had a great design, but it was such a wasted villain. And I am hoping that when they tend to make a sequel for this movie, I'm hoping they do him better in the next movie, if they're gonna bring him back. Like, they actually give him more screen time and more lore to him. Like, if they're gonna do a sequel, please do that, because they really need to do him justice. Because that was just so bad for how they portrayed the D-Rex in this movie. People can think otherwise what they think, that's fine, I don't care. But for me, they did him dirty. The Indominus Rex was done better. But anyways, let's talk about the other dinosaurs. So, the T-Rex, though, again, a short character, or like a short dinosaur with appearance, but it was done pretty good. Like, I will be honest, the intro for it was very tense. Like, when it was sleeping, when I think one of the daughters, like, they grabbed the raft and they inflated it, as soon as the raft, like, it touched the ground, like, after it was, like, standing, like, sideways, as soon as it, like, stood, like, perfectly, the T-Rex was just randomly gone, just like that. Like, it just vanished into thin air. When I saw that, I was like, what the hell? Where'd it go? Like, that shit was actually creepy as hell, how it just vanished into thin air just like that. But it actually wasn't stalking them, it was just going to get water, but eventually it did find the humans, or find, like, that family of people, and it started pursuing them. But that was actually pretty tense. Again, it was a short appearance for the T-Rex, but overall, it was done alright. Again, I still wish it was seen at the end of the movie fighting the D-Rex, but whatever. And then we have the Mosasaurus, which was also pretty terrifying. They done him a bit better, honestly. He had a little bit more screen time. The way it was, like, stalking the family on the boat, that was pretty scary, because it literally felt like we were watching, like, the Meg or Jaws or something. Like, that was pretty scary. And the Spinosauruses were also pretty cool. They had a very short appearance, but they did okay, I guess. I mean, the way they were helping the Mosasaurus was pretty terrifying. There was one scene where it camouflaged itself on the beach and, like, snuck up on this one person. That was a bit dark right there. Like, I was like, oh shoot, I didn't even see it right there. And then there's also the Velociraptors, which Oh boy, just as bad as the D-Rex, honestly. Literally, and even Slick thought the same thing too when I watched his Jurassic World Rebirth, but in 1 minute. He literally had a same opinion that I had, even with the D-Rex. The Velociraptors, as much as they were promoted, had literally nothing to do in this film. Like when one of the guys was apparently taking a pee, like in a bush or something, these two Velociraptors, they snuck up on him, only for a Mutodon to come down from behind them and then kill one of them, and that was it.
Yeah, boy.
Like, that was so wasted. Like, even the D-Rex was done better than those Velociraptors, because the Raptors were only seen for like 5 seconds, and then they were just killed off just like that. Like, bro, seriously, what the hell? Like, how much more are they gonna do these dinosaurs, like, just dirty like that? Like, oh my god. Like, this is what I mean. Like, this movie was just so disappointing to me, in my opinion, with how they were doing the dinosaurs. But anyways, for the other ones, like, the Quetzalcoatlus was also pretty cool. Like, it was pretty intimidating how it was, like, attacking the humans when it was they were trying to, like, I guess, like, get the DNA from one of its eggs to get that medicine. So that was pretty intense. And also there was that one dinosaur. I keep forgetting the name. God dang it. It was the little dinosaur that the little girl made friends with. I forgot its name, like what species it is, and the name, but I'll post it on screen right now. Honestly, that dinosaur was pretty adorable. I will admit, I like that dinosaur. It was giving me, like, Smoothie vibes from Chaos Theory Season 3. Like, that dinosaur was honestly pretty adorable. I liked it. So, that was another dinosaur I did enjoy in this film, aside from the Mosasaurus. And what else was there? And again, there was also the Mutodons. If anything, I think the Mutodons were actually done better than the D-Rex. And there was 2 of them instead of just 1. And one of them did die, like, just by getting shot by a gun. I was expecting the D-Rex to come in and kill, like, the last one, in my opinion, honestly. But no, it just got locked in, like, it got stuck in, like, this facility when they closed a gate for it not to get them. And that was pretty much it. But yeah, that was really for the Mutodons. They were pretty terrifying. They did kind of look like a mix between a raptor and also a Hellhawk from Godzilla vs. Kong, even though they were a cross between a raptor and a pteranodon. But other than that, pretty terrifying. And I think that's pretty much it for all the dinosaurs. Oh no, the Titanosaurus. Though that was a pretty cool scene though. Like the scene when they were getting like the serum, getting the blood from them for the medicine. That was a pretty touching scene. Like they actually brought back the original Jurassic Park theme, which was, I guess, like to kind of pay homage to like the scene from Jurassic Park when they saw like all the brachiosaurs, like they're moving and herd scene from the original Jurassic Park. If that was to pay homage, that was pretty touching. That actually was a very touching moment. Like they, instead of having brachiosaurs, they had like a whole giant herd of Titanosaurs, which are pretty cool to look at, honestly, in this movie. And I was even told that the Titanosaurs are actually the exact same size as Godzilla -1. And if that's so, that's pretty crazy, honestly. And it's probably got to be the biggest, or at least the tallest dinosaur in the Jurassic franchise. Like, holy crap. And yeah, I think that's it for the dinosaurs. Yeah, and honestly, in this movie, they didn't really show a lot of dinosaurs in this movie. Like, it was pretty, like, empty with having dinosaurs in this movie. Kind of, like, up there with, like, how Jurassic Park did dinosaurs. Like, they were pretty limited with them. But in this one, a lot of dinosaurs were done pretty slow. Like, they didn't really get a lot of screen time in this movie. Again, even my boy, the D-Rex, which I just can't get over, honestly. And now for the human characters, I honestly forgot a lot of the names of the characters, but I will be honest, the cast was pretty good. They did a very good job on the cast for his characters. Like, they were all very likable, including the one that was played by Scarlett Johansson. Like, they were done so well, honestly. Like, even that one family, the characters that were of that one family that met up with, like, the researchers, they were actually a family done way better than what Jurassic Park 3 had, in my opinion. Like, they were done so much better. Which, honestly, in this movie, there was a lot of flaws, but I think they improved on a few things. Like, again, with, like, I guess, like, the family relationship. And, okay, like, the tension and the horror to it was okay. But they really could have done a bit more with this movie to make it more scary. But they kind of did alright, I guess. Again, like I said before, I keep saying this again and again, they just should have done more with the dinosaurs. Like, give the raptors more screen time, give the D-Rex more justice, even give it some lore at least. And at least just have one fight scene. Again, if they had just kept with the final battle with the T-Rex and the D-Rex, that would have just been perfect. Like, but no, they didn't do any fight scenes, honestly. I think they said the reason why they scrapped it was because they wanted to kind of, like, change it up a bit, since they didn't want to have, like, a constant, like, gag with, like, having dino fights. But again, just have at least be a simple 1v1 fight and not a team-up for once. They literally could have at least done that. But, no, they didn't. But other than that, I don't really think there's really much else I can really say. I mean, I don't really know what else to really say about this movie, other than the fact that, in my opinion, this movie was honestly very weak. A lot of my friends are saying that it's better than Dominion, but no. In my opinion, Dominion was better, in my opinion. You guys can all go ahead and shit on me if you want, I don't care. But it's not going to make me change my mind, so... This movie was a bit of a letdown, but it did have a few good moments, but I really was disappointed in this movie, in my opinion. So, for my rating, I'm going to give this movie a 5 out of 10. It really could have done so much more in this movie to make it better, but no, it was just a bit of a bland movie in my opinion, but it did, like I said, they had some good moments. But yeah, that's all I'm really going to say for my review on this movie. I'm sorry guys if I sounded a bit negative and you guys are maybe hoping for a positive review, but again, I gave some positive thoughts about this movie, which is a good thing, but honestly, this was really a letdown for me. And also, guys, in case anyone asks, no, I have no plans on doing any versus battles involving the Distortus Rex from this movie. I have no plans on doing any versus battles with it, judging from the screen time that it got in this movie. So yeah, don't expect any D-Rex versus battles for the time being, or maybe anytime soon, because this was disappointing for me. But anyways, guys, that's going to wrap up this review on Rebirth. What did you guys think about this movie? Let me know down in the comments down below. But now, guys, I'm going to end this review right here. Oh my god. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe for more. It really helped out a ton. And I will see you guys in the next video.
Isn't ruined.